Hey guys, hello everyone and welcome to the channel. So if you are someone who is planning to do job after masters, or if you have taken chemistry as majors and want to do a job, a government job, that too of top level of equivalent to IS level, then UPSC Geo-Scientist exam is something which you should focus upon, and I have already made a detailed video on this long back on my channel, so you must be already aware about what exactly this is. So this is an exam which is conducted yearly by UPSC, which is Union Public Service Commission, and they conduct this exam for the post of Scientist B and Scientist A officers. And after completing this particular exam, or after qualifying this particular exam, you become a Geo-Scientist. Okay. So the notification for the upcoming Geo-Scientist exam is out now from UPSC, and that's what this video is all about. I'm going to cover all the necessary details which you need to know for this particular exam. What is the age limit, what is the eligibility criteria, what is the amount of fees, and how you can apply for that. Also, I'll be discussing about that, what is the syllabus, what you can expect in the exam. So everything is covered in this video in detail. Okay, so this is UPSC website. This is the website of Union Public Service Commission. You have to go to examination and you have to go to active examination from here. So once you click on this, you will be able to see all these exams which are active right now. So you can see the first link over here, which is combined Geo-Scientist preliminary exam. Okay, so this exam is conducted in 3 stages. I'll be talking about that in more detail, but this is for the preliminary, means the first stage. Okay, this is the one which you should target to go into the second stage and then the third stage. I'll give you link to come to this particular page directly. Okay, the link will be there in the description of this video. You can directly come up to this particular page. Now this says that combined Geo-Scientist preliminary examination 2025, that is for the next cycle, and the date of notification is on 4th of September 2024. Date of commencement of exam is like the exam is scheduled on 9th of February. So every year it is scheduled in the month of February. This year also it is scheduled on 9th of February. Okay, it is a one-day exam, that's what is mentioned, and the last date of application is 24th of September 2024 up to 6 p.m. Okay, and the date of upload is mentioned over here, and this is the notification which says all the detail about it. Okay, so let me directly come and download this particular notification, and then we will discuss about all the major things that you need to know regarding UPSC Geo-Scientist exam. All right, so let me do that quickly. All right, so this is the notification which you will get on the UPSC website. I have downloaded directly for you, and now let's talk about things in detail. Okay, so you can see that this is for combined Geo-Scientist examination 2025. There are few details which are mentioned here. First thing is that how you can apply for that. So you can apply directly using this particular link. I will be making a detailed video on this, okay, because the application process is little bit, it's not a single step process. So I'll make a step-by-step guide for that. So stay tuned for that particular video. So this is where you can apply. Coming down over here, there are certain points mentioned that what you should have before you are applying for this form. You should have one photo ID, Aadhaar card, voter ID card, PAN card, means one ID you should have, one photo you should have, and you have to upload the scanned copy of your photo ID, and the other details will be there. Okay, last date is, as I already discussed, it's 24th of September till 6 p.m. and there will be negative marking in the exam. That's what they have mentioned. So these are all the basic things which is mentioned. So I'm just going ahead. You can read about it in more detail, but I'll be talking about these things in detail. That's why I'm skipping this. Okay, these are just one-liners. I'll go in detail of that. Okay, so it says that the center and the dates of holding exam as mentioned above are liable to be changed at the discretion of the commission. Okay, so commission can change the date of the exam. That's what they are suggesting. And these are the centers. You can see these are the centers, like there are around 19 centers which are there. In these cities they are going to conduct the exam, and the thing is that first apply first allot is the condition which they have suggested. So the earlier you will apply, the better chances of getting your own center is. Okay, so there will be high chances that you will get your first choice. Okay, now let's talk about the major thing, or the important thing. Okay, so how many posts they have this time? So there are two forms, or there are two like positions for which they conduct this exam. One is category 1, which is the post in the Geological Survey of India, which is generally called GSI, and Ministry of Mines. This comes under Ministry of Mines. Okay, so for them they have three positions or three categories. One is geologist, that is group A. They have 16 positions for that. Then they have geophysicist, that is also group A, and they have 66 positions for that. And then they have chemist, group A, for which they have only two positions. So for chemistry student, this is the vacancy which you will be targeting about. Okay, so chemist, group A. Now you would be thinking that only two positions, this is very less, but believe me, every year the number of vacancies are like this only. You will get around 3, 4, something like that. Okay, coming to the next one, this is category 2, which is the post of Central Groundwater Board, Ministry of Jal Shakti, Department of Water Resource, River Development and Ganga Rejuvenation. Okay, so this is another, like both these categories are fulfilled by the same exam. Okay, the only thing is that the exam is same, but the vacancies or the ministries are two different. Over here they have scientist B hydrogeology, sorry, scientist B chemical. So chemistry students can apply for this as well. Okay, group A, this is also group A post, and they have one vacancy for this. Then you have scientist B geophysics, then you have assistant hydrologist group B, and then you have assistant chemist. Chemistry students again can apply for this group B, which is 4 positions over here, and then assistant geophysicist group B, which has 11 positions. So chemistry, all in all, if I count, so there are 2 plus 1 and plus 4, so overall 7 positions or 7 vacancies. That's what you have. Okay, so these are the number of posts which you have. Now the thing is, because this exam is so prestigious, the position is so prestigious, or I would say highly competitive, that's why the number of vacancies are less, and the selection process is also tough. Okay, so you have to be very prepared for this particular exam if you have this in target. So next important thing, there are a lot of things mentioned over here. Let's now talk about the majority of you which you are interested to know, which is the eligibility criteria. Okay, so what is the eligibility criteria? The first thing is nationality. So you should be citizen of India or Nepal or Bhutan. Okay, like subject of Nepal or subject of Bhutan or a Tibetan refugee. So basically this is the basic nationality which is required. Then age limit is something which we will talk about. So the age limit of the candidate should be like, the candidate must have attained the age of 21 years and must not have attained the age of 32 years. So that means the age of the candidate should be in between of 21 years and 32 years. That's the range. Okay, so if your age lies between 21 years to 32 years, then you are good to go. You can apply for this form. They have also made their thing very clear with the dates, that it says that is she must have been born not earlier than 2nd January 1993. If your date of birth is before 2nd January 1993, you cannot apply for that, and not later than 1st January 2004. So if your date of birth is after 1st January 2004, again you cannot apply. If your date of birth lies between these dates, then in that case you can apply. Okay, from 2nd January 1993 to 1st January 2004, if your date of birth lies in between that, you can apply for that. Okay, candidates should ensure that they meet the age eligibility criteria. So that's what they have mentioned. There is a 7 year of relaxation for those who are already working in the same department, that is department of like Ministry of Mines or Ministry of Jal Shakti. As mentioned, that these are the positions. If somebody is already working in these institutes with at a certain other position, then they get a 7 year relaxation. Okay, that's what they have mentioned. Okay, then there is a age relaxation for category wise. So there is a maximum of 5 years of relaxation for SC/ST students. Okay, then there is a maximum of 3 years relaxation for OBC students, and then there is a 3 years of relaxation in case of defense service personnel. Okay, so those who are in defense services, they also get a 3 years of relaxation over here. Okay, ex-servicemen get a maximum of 5 years of relaxation, a maximum of 5 years of relaxation for ECO and SSCOs also, and maximum of 10 year of relaxation for PWD candidates. Okay, the next thing is to know about the minimum educational qualification. What is the minimum educational qualification? So for chemist, let's talk about for chemist. Okay, so for chemist, group A in Geological Survey of India and scientist B chemical, means for the chemist position. Okay, for the chemist position, what do you require? You require MSc in chemistry or applied chemistry or analytical chemistry from a university, incorporated by Act of Parliament or state legislature or other educational institute established by the Act of Parliament or declared to be deemed universities under Section 3 of the University Grant Commission, that is UGC 1956, that is recognized university. So any recognized university, if you have done masters from there, MSc in chemistry or applied chemistry or analytical chemistry, you can apply for that. Again, for assistant chemist group B position, you just need masters in master of science, okay, or integrated masters of science in chemistry or applied chemistry or analytical chemistry or physical chemistry or inorganic chemistry or organic chemistry. Means you just need masters in science, that's all, okay. MSc in chemistry, that's all they want over here. So anybody who has done masters in chemistry, they can apply for both these positions, okay, all the three positions which I mentioned. Physical standard says that the candidate must be physically fit according to the physical standards, and the fees for filling the form. So candidates accepting female candidates, SC, ST, PWD candidates, other students, means the male candidates of general category and OBC category, they have to pay a fee of 200 rupees to fill this form, okay. So this form is relatively cheaper, it's a government exam, so that's why the form is relatively cheaper over here. 200 rupees is the amount which you have to pay for application. Again, it is mentioned that all female candidates and the candidates belonging to scheduled caste, scheduled tribes are not required to pay any fee. No fee exemption is however available to OBC, EWS candidate, and they are required to pay the prescribed full fee, okay. How to apply? I'll make a detailed video on that, so don't worry about that, okay. There are the things like one-time registration, how you can modify that, so I'll be discussing about that in detail in a separate video. Okay, next they have made a disclaimer that the candidate applying for the examination should ensure that they fulfill all the eligibility conditions for admission to the examination. Their admission at all the stages of the examination which they have admitted by the commission, that is pre-exam, mains exam and interview, will be purely provisional, subject to their satisfying the prescribed eligibility conditions. If on verification at any time before or after the preliminary exam, mains exam or personal test, if it would be found that they do not fulfill any of the eligibility condition, their candidature for the exam will be cancelled by the commission. So they are very strict about it, that you should make sure that you fulfill all the eligibility condition when you are applying for this particular exam. Okay, documents which are required, you require a certificate, educational qualification, you require a certificate to ensure or to show that you belong to a particular category. Then if you are applying for fee concession, you need a certificate with respect to that. If you are applying under PWD candidate, you should have a certificate of that, okay. So these will be the things I'll be discussing in my detailed video where I'll be talking about how to apply for this, okay. Last date, as I said, is 24th of September till 6 p.m. So make sure that you apply before that particular date. Coming down a little bit more. So now we'll talk about that. What is the plan of exam? How the exam is going to be conducted? What are the things associated with the exam? So the exam will be conducted in 3 stages, or basically the complete process, complete application process is 3 stage. Stage 1 is your pre-exam for which you are applying. Once you qualify pre-exam, then you go for the main exam. You give the main exam. If you qualify the main exam, then you will sit for the personal test or interview. That is basically an interview, and the marks will be counted, or they will be like carried forwarded, and you will have an aggregate of 1200 marks. So you have 400 marks for pre-exam, 600 marks for your mains exam, and 200 marks for your personal interview. As we are talking about chemistry students, so the exam for the chemistry student is going to be divided into 2 papers. This is for the pre-exam, okay. So it will be in 2 papers, overall 400 marks, but for the pre you have 2 papers. Paper 1 is general studies, that will be of 2 hours, 100 marks exam, okay. So first day or the preliminary exam will consist of like 2 exams. So you have to go and sit for 2 hours, give general studies exam, then after that you will have a gap or the break of half an hour, and then again you have another exam of chemistry, that will again be of 2 hours, and the marks for this exam will be 300. Total your marks will be counted as 400. Remember that there will be a negative marking, as I mentioned already, for the wrong answer which you are going to do, and yeah, so your negative marking will be 1/3, okay. So 1/3 of the marks will be deducted if you do it wrong. So that's a very strong negative marking which they are having. And general studies exam is like a qualifying exam. So if you qualify the general studies exam, then only your chemistry paper will be checked or it will be included. If you don't qualify general studies, then they are not even going to check your chemistry exam. And if you qualify general studies, then your chemistry exam will be checked. You qualify chemistry also, then aggregate of that will be made, and then a merit will be formed, and then it will be mentioned that whether you have qualified the pre-exam or not. And once you qualify pre-exam, you will sit for the mains exam. In the mains exam, again, there that is a subjective exam, and once you qualify mains, then you go for interview. That's how I think all these UPSC grade A or group A recruitments are done. If you go for civil servants exam, that is also like that only. You have a pre-exam, mains exam, and then interview. So likewise, this is also in the same manner. Okay, but the thing is that this is entirely for chemistry students, so it is exclusive for you guys. So the competition basically decreases compared to a civil servant exam. Okay, so the mains exam, as I was telling you, for the mains exam there will be three paper 1 chemistry, paper 2 chemistry, and paper 3 chemistry. All these three will be of 3 hours each, and all of them will be of 200 marks each. Total will be of 600 marks. Okay, and then as I said, there will be an interview. Okay, these are certain more information, but let's go to the syllabus and let's understand what are the things they are going to ask. Okay, so general studies, that is for the paper 1 of preliminary exam, that involves your current events, history of India, that is GS, that's what we call it, history of India, then Indian and world geography, then Indian polity, means politics, economics and social development, general issues on environmental ecology and biodiversity, climate change. This will be basically related to chemistry, science and biology, and general science. Okay, so for chemistry student, I know the one who is not preparing for UPSC exam, it is very difficult to study all these things apart from their own, like CSIR, GATE and other exams. So you can do questions from general science. Okay, that's a easy part which you can do. And also you should be aware about the current events which are happening, what happened in the recent Olympics, what happened in the Paralympics, who won which medal in which category. So these are certain types of questions which you can get. Then what is happening around your country, what is happening in your country, who won this election, that, and these are called as current events. So what is happening around you, that could be asked. Okay, fine. Then if I go to stage 2, which is for the mains exam for chemistry, sorry, this is for stage 1, this is for preliminary exam. Okay, for pre-exam for chemistry, they are going to ask basically everything from chemistry. Basic chemistry is asked, chemical periodicity is there, then chemical bonding and structure is there, theoretical basis of quantitative inorganic analysis, kinetic theory of gases, chemical thermodynamics, chemical equilibrium, solution of non-electrolyte, electrochemistry, basic organic chemistry, stereochemistry, type of organic reaction, molecular rearrangement. Basically they have included everything. All the chemistry up to master's level is asked. The questions are not that difficult, they are easy question. You can see the previous year's questions. By the way, we are bringing up detailed solution of previous year's question as a ebook that will be launched very soon, so stay tuned for that as well. Okay, coming down a little bit, we have now, these are the syllabus for other subjects. Yeah, so next is stage 2, which is descriptive exam, which is for the mains exam. For that, this is for the chemistry. So as I said, there will be 3 exams, paper 1, paper 2 and paper 3 of chemistry itself. So if you have paper 1 inorganic chemistry, you can see, you can read about that, inorganic solid, coordination compounds, acid base titration, gravimetric analysis, redox titration, complexometric titrations, organometallic nuclear chemistry, D and F block elements. That's for paper 1. Paper 2 is physical chemistry, kinetic theory of gases, solid state, chemical thermodynamics, kinetics and catalysis, electrochemistry, quantum chemistry, basic principle of spectroscopy, rotational spectroscopy, vibrational spectroscopy, Raman effect, photochemistry. So basically your entire master's level syllabus in a little bit more detail will be asked here. Paper 3 is your analytical and organic chemistry. It has 2 parts. Part A is analytical chemistry, in which error and quantitative analysis, separation method, spectroscopic methods, thermal methods, X-ray methods, all these analytical method. And then part B is organic chemistry, unstable uncharged intermediates, addition reaction, oxidation reaction, electrocyclic reaction, spectroscopic methods. All these basically your organic chemistry syllabus. Okay, So these are the things which are important. Then we have instructions to the candidate for filling the online form. I'll be making a detailed video, so let's not talk about that here in detail. So I hope that I was able to answer you most of the things. Yeah, one thing which is mentioned over here, which is slight important thing, that when you are answering in the exam is offline. You have to answer in the like in the OMR sheets, so you have to use black ball pen. That's what they have mentioned. We'll talk about that in more detail later on when the exam will be near. But yeah, this is just a point which they have made clear in the notification also. So everything is there in this notification. It's around 38-page notification, and I just covered all the important things which you need to know in order to apply for this UPSC Geo-Scientist exam. If you have any other question, you can ask me in the comment section below. I will try to answer you over there itself. And as I said, we are working upon our updated ebook, which will have solutions of recent years as well, along with all the previous years questions with detailed solutions. So stay tuned for that. And that's it from my side for this particular video. I will see you guys in the next one. Till then, have a great day. Bye bye. Take care.